Hey coach, in this video I will tell you how to find your first paid clients. We will start with a way to quickly find the first 5 clients, and then I will tell you how to quickly increase this number. And of course how to make money on it. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, join our community on Skool via the link in the description, and in the comments write what kind of coaching you do. My name is Dmitry. I'm a business coach for coaches, experts and consultants. I help you earn plus 10k per month in just 6 weeks without chasing clients, without TikTok dances and without free sessions that bring nothing. Let's assume that you work with clients for money. The forever relevant question is how to find more clients. Let's start with the situation that you are a beginner coach and you do not yet have good results in working with clients, which you can use as your advertising in social networks. Because if they were, you would launch the Coaching Flywheel and clients would come to you themselves. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then watch other videos on this channel. When the task is to find the first 5 paying clients, and I'm not talking about paying for a cup of coffee or something like this, but for real money. This task can be solved in different ways. For example, you can make a post on social networks and wait for someone to respond. But the audience of a beginner coach, even if you have thousands of subscribers for some other reasons, it is very, very cold, and everyone who sees your posts simply will not understand what value you can bring. Also, of course, there is a 1% rule. Someone once came up with the idea that 1% of your audience will always buy something from you. Of course, if you're selling something. And probably if you sell an individual session for 15 euros, I believe that this rule works. But if you sell a program for 10k, it will be more difficult to use this 1% rule. You need your first 5 clients. I will switch the camera here. First, let's talk about why you need these first clients. It's clear that now you're inspired after you finished your coaching training and really want to start coaching people and earn money, of course. You are probably prepared for a couple of your first clients to be so-so, but you want to start accumulating valuable experience. And I want to remind you that in addition to experience, you must provide results to clients. Because then you will use them in the Coaching Flywheel and attract new clients almost automatically. So do not forget about the results. The easiest and most effective way that you should use is this. Take out your phone. I'm not so good at drawing, but this is phone. Probably you don't ever need to take it out because you're already watching this video on your phone. I have over 2000 contacts on my phone. I hope that you have also been networking a little bit, but let's take the number of 500 contacts. Out of your 500 contacts, you need to write down 100 contacts. Think of these contacts in such a way that you can offer your coaching to these people directly, or there is some small chance that they know someone to whom you can offer your coaching. If you want to do it right now, pause the video and do it. It will take a little time, but it will pay off right away. So the list of 100 contacts is ready, but that's not all. Now open your social networks Most likely you have many contacts there too. The task is still the same. Write out another 100 contacts from all of your social networks. Done? Okay, now open your email. You know what you need to do next. Write out another 100 contacts. Now get back to the social networks, find specialized groups that match your coaching profile, and write out another 100 potential clients from there who you think you can help. And in total, you must have something around 300 to 500 contacts. The number is not so important. The meaning itself is important. Now you should send them all short messages. Something like this. Hi, I'm a beginner coach. This is what I do, and I want to help you. Collect these answers and get your first 5 paid clients. In fact, if you have 500 contacts, then 5 clients are only 1%. And if you work through all this well, collect more contacts, then you will have more clients. But if I were you, I wouldn't rush to take them all. Now you need to decide on the price at which you will take your first 5 clients. Let's say you have a program that you have estimated using the formula cost is 10 times lower than the value. Let me tell you what this is using my program as an example. I guarantee that working with me, a coach, mentor, expert, trainer, consultant will start earning plus 10K per month. In 6 weeks. Without running after clients and free sessions that lead to nothing. And let's assume that my program costs 10,000 euros. Not so beautiful 10K. Let me rewrite it quickly. That's a good investment. I charge 10K euros for a year of work with the client, but the results come in a month or 2 at most. It turns out that by paying me 10K, the client has already returned his investment in, let's take 2 months, and works in the plus for another 10 months. That is, by paying me 10K euros, he will earn an additional 100 euros. So the client is paying me 10K. In return, he is getting 10 months by 10K each month. That equals 100,000 euros. At this point, the question of whether it is worth paying me for coaching does not arise at all. It is obvious that the value that my program creates is 10 times higher than the cost. And in fact, 100 times. I just haven't had the time to tell you all the details yet, but there are levels inside the program, and when you reach the last one, your income is slightly more than 84,000 euros per month. And if you multiply 84,000 euros by 12 months, you will get 1 million euro and 8,000 more. So the choice here is pretty obvious. And you can earn the same, but first you need the first 5 paying clients. But at what price? Let's assume that your program costs 5,000 euros. Without already having great results from former clients, it will be difficult to sell it immediately for 5K. What you can do and should do is to offer the first 5 paying clients an 80% discount. It means it will be 1,000 euro. Then you will work through the entire program, get cool results, and for the next 5 paying clients, which you will either get from your contacts or get by advertising the results you provided to the first clients, you will give a 60% discount. It means 2,000 euros. Then for the next 5 clients, you will give a 40% discount. And the last 5 at full, then of course the 20% and the last 5 at full price. In total, you will work through 25 clients where you will get 25 cool results and you will use them in the Coaching Flywheel to further promote your coaching. Look what happens next. You don't have to stop at 5K per program. You have to raise the price by 20% for each of the next 5 clients. 5 clients at 5K months, that's 25,000 euros. And if you add another 20%, that's already 30,000 euros. And so you have to add and add until you stop selling. Until sales stop, taking into account the work of the Coaching Flywheel and cool results. When sales stop, you need to rework the program so that it creates even more value for your clients. But that's another story. In this video, I told you how to find and profitably sell your first 5 paying clients. If you have any questions, write them in the comments and I will answer to all of them. In the meantime, jump into our community on Skool. Bye bye.